I'm Uncle Saturday, and this is Farewell to Hastings Racecourse.
Generations of people have watched horse racing at Hastings Racecourse since 1889, but no longer. The track has announced it will stop thoroughbred horse racing immediately.
I wonder what's going to happen to this beautiful carving. This is at the front entrance of the Hastings Racecourse. Oh, it's gorgeous. I hope they keep this. I always love it when they have historic things like this. It's just beautiful. If you look over here, here's the owner's platform. If you owned a horse, you get to sit in the lap of luxury. Oh, and here's where the announcers would sit. I believe this is the announcer's booth. It's a little gazebo on the side. Oh, it's gorgeous. If you look out here, they've got the names of the jockeys and the horses that have won different years. I wish I could walk around on there. It looks so gorgeous. This is the scoreboard. I have no idea how they scored races, but I guess they would show the laps. Miss this place, it's so gorgeous. Sadly, December 5th of last year, 2025, they announced that they were going to shut down the thoroughbred horse racing here at Hastings Racecourse due to budget reasons. The main company, Hastings Entertainment, unfortunately declared bankruptcy in 2016. So even though over the years they were still in operation, apparently it was extremely expensive here to run everything. So I'm just here to capture the Hastings Racecourse with permission from people here. The security said it was okay if I do it. I'm just not allowed to film any of the people or any of their security systems, and that's totally okay. But I can look at the important stuff, anything to do with the Hastings Racecourse. There's even still just horse prints on the sand. Everything's still well maintained. Glad I had a chance to catch this before they shut it down. So they shut down in 2025 because of, issues with horse breeding and horse racing, potential for cruelty involved in that. And that's sad, I know. And, the Vancouver Aquarium had to do the same thing with the killer whales back in the early 2000s and late 90s. And, things change, but we can still enjoy the bits of history. This place has been around since 1889. It is almost as old as the city of Vancouver itself. That's fascinating. There's not a lot of businesses or anything that's been open for that long. It is what it is, but just being here on one of the very rare January sunny days in Vancouver, it's nice. I'm gonna miss this place. They used to try and hold a lot of events here. They had dapper days where everyone would dress really fancy in 1920s and 1930s or even 1700s costumes and just wear that. Last couple of years they had wrestling in the middle of the horse racing. They did a lot of stuff to try and keep current, but horse racing is an expensive sport. And let's not forget the problems with the horses themselves. Up here we kind of have another lounge area. Kind of place where you can get drinks in the patio. also get just a better view of the race course itself. That there in the center of the race course, I believe, is the symbol for Hastings Entertainment. Out there, just a beautiful view of the North Shore and the mountains that surround Vancouver. The area of land in between Renfrew and Boundary on Hastings, there's a lot of debate about what's going to be happening here. The rumor is that this area right here, where the casino and the race course is going to be turned, possibly, potentially, and this is a rumor, this is just rumor mill, being told for me from a couple of people I know that work where the Whitecaps are now, but 2028, around then is, this might be where they build a stadium for the Whitecaps to be. There's been complaints about the amount of fans that we have now for the Whitecaps. They moved from Swangard Stadium to downtown to BC Place Stadium, and the last couple of years with them being the playoffs, I mean, the fandom's exploded for the Vancouver Whitecaps. The rumor is that just to kind of get rid of some of that congestion, and also with how often events and things have had to be moved around at where the Whitecaps are now, they're going to move them here on a permanent basis. And I can't think of a better home than here. Just some amazing pictures of the horses. Catch them when I can. Stairs. Place a bet. Cash only for wagering on racing. Another super old TV. Just here to preserve what's here. To actually get to see one of those statues up close. They are so cool. Look at that. One of my favorite things about the Hastings Racecourse is that there's a lot of film and television. I'm a huge film and television fan. And my favorite thing here at the Hastings Racecourse in the casino, just in the front lobby area, is John Candy filmed a movie here called Who's Harry Jerome? And he played an undercover jockey as a detective character. Right there. Best wishes, John Candy. Right there is John Candy's autograph. I love this. This is one of my favorite facts about the Hastings Racecourse. A piece of movie history here in Vancouver. If any of you have seen the John Candy documentary, I highly recommend it. It is so good. Just below the bar is the Hastings Racebook. It's where people would place bets. You can still come here and place some bets for races around the world. They're still kind of doing bets around behind me. I can't film it, but if you want to come here to the bar upstairs, you can still place bets on the Australian racing. There's a lot of guys still here placing bets. It's so cool. There's still some life left here. Second City BC Derby winner. Crazy Coffee BC Derby winner 2008. So the entrance to the Hastings Racebook. 19 only, of course. Best of Vancouver 2019. Great Canadian Gaming Corporation Vision. Main betting area. I actually tried the pulled pork sandwich here. It was extremely good. It's sad I'll never get to have that again. Just so you know, I'm new at doing this sort of thing. I super appreciate all the support I've been getting. I have over 500 subscribers. I wasn't even expecting to get like 50. So thank you everybody who's just even viewing these videos. I appreciate it, I really, really do. I'm trying not to talk. I'm an entertainer and a comedian, that sort of thing. I'm trying to let the spaces that I go to kind of do the talking for me. I just want to preserve these bits of pieces of history when I do videos like this one. 2400 Motel. I know they're not going to be around forever, so it's just, you know, my small contribution to the mystery of history that is here in Vancouver. This area around the Playland, P&E, Pacific Coliseum, P&E Forum, this whole section is steeped with history. And I'm very curious what's going to be the future here, because not only is there the potential for the rumor for the Whitecaps coming in here in about 4 or 5 years, but also the Vancouver Giants replacement team plays here. I'm very curious about the future of this area. Apparently Playland is supposed to double in size. P&E is going to come out. There's going to be a lot of change in this area. There's so much history here. So much history, Vancouver history. Like, the racecourse has been around since 1889. The Playland, 1910. Pacific Coliseum, I don't know, 60, 70 years. I don't know that one very well, but everything else here has been around here for a very long time. And if you've been in Vancouver for as long as I have, most of my life, you kind of like watching and seeing the changes, but I still want to have these moments where I try and preserve the history of things as best I can. Thank you so much for joining us here today at Uncle Saturday as we visit and say farewell to what's left of the Hastings Racecourse. I make videos of pretty much anything I like, and I hope you like them too. See you in the next one.